He won the case that ended segregation in schools, but that was just the beginning. On this day in 1967, Thurgood Marshall broke through America's highest barrier, the Supreme Court. Before that historic oath, Marshall had already left an incredible mark on America. As a lawyer for the NAACP, he argued and won Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, the case that struck down racial segregation in public schools. That victory changed the course of civil rights forever, tearing down the legal foundation of separate but equal. But his path to the Supreme Court wasn't smooth. When President Lyndon B. Johnson nominated him in 1967, Marshall faced tough opposition from segregationist senators who tried to block his confirmation. The hearings dragged on for weeks, with critics grilling him on everything from states' rights to his civil rights activism. Still, Marshall stood firm, answering every challenge with clarity and composure. Finally, the Senate confirmed him by a vote of 69-11. And on October 2, 1967, he took the oath, breaking a barrier that had stood for nearly 2 centuries. Marshall would go on to serve for 24 years, shaping decisions on issues like free speech, privacy, and criminal justice. He became known as the Great Dissenter for standing up for the rights of the marginalized when the court leaned conservative. Thurgood Marshall's swearing in wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a turning point in American history. His presence on the bench proved that justice could no longer be defined by one race or background. Follow, like, and share for more interesting tidbits and stories from history.